Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. My name is Raymond, and in this video I got a very special unboxing for you because I have an advanced review copy of Vrahode Age of Prophecy by Jeff Irving, published by Weathervane Games. And this is a cooperative adventure RPG-like game, dungeon crawler for 1 to 4 players, which plays in about 1 to 2 hours per chapter for ages 12 and up. And this is going to be crowdfunded soon, and it will probably be published next year, so keep an eye on that. I will put a link in the description below so you can follow the crowdfunding website. And before I show you what's in this partial review copy, I'd like to ask you to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. That really helps the channel, and if you're already a subscriber, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much. Also, please check out my Patreon page by following the link in the description below, and check out what perks you can get for supporting my channel, and you can do so for as little as just €1 per month or more. All right, let's quickly open up the box and check the contents. So here it is, the box, which is absolutely huge. Nice tall box, and I suspect that this is the actual size of the box that you're gonna get, because it looks like it's big enough to hold a lot of content, and so this preview copy probably won't be entirely filled. This has a number of scenarios to just try it out, basically, for getting some reviews in. I really like the look of the box. You can see a bit of the map here. That looks really nice with the logo on the side for vertical storage. And on the other side, same thing, different part of the map it seems. The bottom here has the logo horizontally, so you can store it horizontally as well. Same on the other side. And on the back here, as it says here, partial review copy, so it's not, of course, the full contents. Has some text here, a bit of background, what the game features, and the components. And that looks really good, but let's quickly open it up because I'm very excited about seeing what this game has to offer. There we go. All right. So first of all, we have here a binder, a folder with encounter maps, which has been slightly squished, but it's just a paper cardboard holder really for the contents. So I'm gonna see if I can slip this back in here, and let's take a look at what's in there. Oh, some smaller cards there. All right, so there you go. All right, let's have a look here. So we've got a rules reference booklet, which has the components of the box. And I don't know if this is listing what will actually be in there. I guess it will have all of this, and that this is not just what's in this preview copy, I think. We'll see. We've got some miniatures, some dice, some crystals, standees, bunch of cubes, stat modifiers, flyer stands, that's interesting, a whole bunch of tokens, hero dashboards, enemy and ally trackers, and 24 campaign encounters, which this does not have, of course. We have a bunch of cards, items and skills, cards for your allies and your enemies, legendary creatures, and of course for the heroes. Intro to the game, which I will read for myself. You can have a quick look if you want to pause the video. And another page here. How to set up a battle, basic combat rules. All right. We've got skills and racial abilities and traits, enemies, and playing for the enemy, ranged and melee enemy behavior. We've got effects, rewards, and resting. All right. Other effects such as fatigue, there's the rewards, there's resting. A total party defeat, what happens then? Special combat circumstances. I really like the art. as well. The Underlands, the Ocean, Bartering, and a campaign introduction. Open Encounter 1 to start your adventure. Here's a small route map, which also looks very nice. And a campaign conclusion and the credits if you finished it. All right, and here is a quick reference, which is always handy to have on hand. Here is one of those big boss monsters, the Wisteris, with all the stats and what happens, behavior. And on the back it says Vrahode, legendary creatures. Really cool, lovely art. All right, then we have this map. It's double-sided, so it's like a thick cardboard with a glossy finish. So I suspect this is dry erase, so you might actually be able to draw on this. I'm not sure. And it's double-sided. So this is number 7 there. So maybe the 7th encounter or scenario. There's an objective here, scenario A, scenario B, and the conclusion. So all of that is on the same map, so you play on this thing as well. There's some numbers here, enemy types, a bit of text here, rewards, bonus reward even. And on the other side, here is a ship scenario, scenario 8, deep dark decision, ocean. It's cool, so you've got scenarios on boats as well. Might actually, yeah, be all 8. I'll start here. This is probably 1. Yeah, there you go. That was the last one. So this is 1. There's 8 scenarios to play already in this preview copy. I wonder how many, well, what did the booklet say again? How many scenarios were there? I think it did say 24. We got 8 here already. Wow. So, a bend in the trail on the open plains. Here is the daylight to darkness, encounter 2. Really nice. Then we have a message in a forest. So we have that. And the bright light in a dark sky scenario. And then finally we have this one, number 5 and 6, Shadow Whisper, with some supplemental rules. And the Cold plays in the Underlands. Okay. Wow, so then we have a bunch of tokens, double-sided. So I'll be punching those. This looks like a sleeping eye. This looks like poison. These are multipliers. We have these tokens here. This is somebody lying on snow, I guess, lying on the ground. They're the same on both sides, though. And then we have these here with blood droplets, someone on fire, I guess. This looks like somebody's sick, maybe, I don't know, or fatigued. We have some color markers here and some numbers, also the same on both sides. Then we have the monster standees. Really cool looking creatures, very colorful. So we have sea creatures, creatures in the plains and in the forests. And of course also double-sided. Same on both sides. All right. And some more here. Yeah, that looks really cool. Some really lovely art. I'll bring this up a bit closer so you can see it better, because this is really nice. And again, the same on both sides. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. All right, so insert that holds everything, it seems, and neatly in place. So these are the dashboards you'll be using. And these are gonna sit on a plastic dashboard, which I will show you in a bit. But they have spots for all kinds of cubes, normal size cubes here, some very small cubes here for your life, which goes up to 99, I guess. We've got the single and the double digits there. We got movement, fatigue, mitigation, skills. Equipped items go here, I guess. And backpack items go here. And you can slot cards in here as well, I think. Or maybe it's a token or something that goes there. Body, spirit, mind, focus, and presence. A couple of interesting attributes there. And the bag is just black because this sits on, like I said, a plastic tray. So we got 4 of those. Then we have these, what were they? I think the monster or the enemy trackers. Also got some health points, double track here. And actions, so they can use a number of actions. Also double layered cardboard. It's pretty good. Then we have a whole bunch of cards. So let's open these up. Now, I don't know what all these cards are, so we're just gonna go through them. This just looks like basic items. It says so in the back. That's very handy. So we've got like a balanced hand axe with some nice art, bandages, a bunch of those, and text on the bottom says what it does. It's nice white on a black background, which makes it, for me at least, easy to read, even though it's pretty small. The print is pretty small, but I can read this just fine. So that's good. I should find short bow, a fire starter kit. This is still basic items. Food. I'll put these down. Healing waters. I guess the basic items have a beige like cover or edge. Yep, still basic items. Shield, poison vials. Serious wound kit. Short sword, a simple metal helm, a simple short bow, a simple studded armor, a staff, stone dagger, torch, cool, a travel bedroll, very, very RPG-like, and a wooden shield. So those are the basic items. Then we have these cards which look different. So these are body skills, all right. A feral charge, blade of the warlord, frenzied blood and swath of rage, taunting shout, spectre of the war beast. So those are body skills. Then we have these green ones, which are focus skills. All right, so they're all color coded. Savage mantra, gloom cloak, bloodlust, inner workings, forked tongue arrows, deadly shards. So we have those. Then we have the blue ones, which are the mind skills. All, these skills which are here on the board, which we saw earlier. Armor of rule, falling stars, sleep, scorching whip, concussive blast, incorporeal, mind skills. Then we have the spirit skills, tool of the creator, anointed armor, blessed touch, righteous aid, spiritual mending, selfless flow, and resting cards, restful sleep, and they are different. Oh, there's a restless, so the restful sleep cards, yeah, they look the same. And then you have restless sleep, so I guess there's ambush that can happen while you sleep, so you just shuffle these and draw, and anything could happen when you rest, apparently. We've got regional items. That looks really cool. So we have a fungi here, a mandrake, staghorn lichen, cavern liverwort. So things you can find, I guess, and brew some potions with, maybe. Here we have treasured items. Fine chainmail and a fancy studded armor, a light banded mail, a quality longbow, a battle flail. So this does have an icon there, so I guess that means melee. Fine hand axe, a two-handed axe, potion of gloom, a potion of strength, potion of the savant, a coagulant potion, potion of focus, potion resist poison, poison resist potion. I was thinking, why is it not potion of resist poison, but it's a poison resist potion. Two-handed sword, heavy banded mail, Simple plate mail, that looks cool. A heavy two-handed hammer. A battle ulu. A serpentine dagger. Skeleton key. And a black stone amulet. Those are all the treasured items. All right, so that's all those cards. Then we have these cards. And these are, I guess, the hero cards, I think. So we have Aldira right here, this white-skinned lizard lady, I guess. It's a Drellrune. Drellrune, I guess that's the species. Racial traits, racial abilities, watery noose. Yes, the Drellrune, value solitude above all else. So yeah, you can play as that. These are the stats here. Also, again, color-coded. Starting gear, I guess, and the skills. We have a Wirich, which is a Toroln. All kinds of interesting new species that you can play. Eclipse here, seen on the cover of the box, of course, who is a Kautuk. We have Clarion, an Athak Ul, and that's the 4 very exotic heroes that you can play. So we have those, and you can slot them in here, of course. Then we have a couple of allies. There's 3 in this box. There's likely going to be more. We have Captain Tentori. We have the ship's crew, and they're all Saruns, if I am reading that correctly. So 2 ship's crew and a captain. So that's going to be on that ship, of course, that we saw. And then there's a bunch of monster cards, enemies. So I'll just go through these quickly, just show you the art. A Tormentor, a Shaloran Weaver, wow, Targoon, a Gloom Crawler, Nidret Larva, a Chardrak Fledgling, Omen Song, like that one, very Eldritch Horror-like, Devourer, a Hullbreaker, also very cool monster, a Plains Shrike, a Jeweled Kirid, and a Thunderhorn, a Niveus Adder, or a Niveus Adder, Rangora, cool, cool, cool. A Greater Angler Plant, also nice. And a Noctursa, so kind of like an owlbear with wings. A Runic Charger, look at that. And that's the monsters that we get in this preview copy. We have, of course, a standard D20 that's going to be used in this game. And this was the modifier that we saw in the rulebook. So a +1, a +2 and a +3, a -1, -2, and -3. All right. Ooh, I'm gonna save the miniatures for last, even though you've probably already seen them. But you can take this out separately, which is pretty cool. Let's see what's underneath here. We also have, oh, nice felt bag. That is really nice, really cool, with a drawstring and a whole bunch of these transparent plastic crystals. And here are some, I guess, stands for the standees, maybe. These are, let's see. Oh no, these are the flying creature stands, because this is just a transparent bar, really. So you put one on top and one on the bottom, so you can prop them up on that. So let's take out the first insert here. Yes, and here's a lot more. Those are the character card holders. Let's see if I can get that out easily. So, okay, here's already one point that I would make, and that is to somehow make finger holes on the sides, so you can slip your fingers in and pull this off a bit more easily, because that was very tight. So then we have these. This is a very hard plastic. It got scuffed a bit, but that's okay. It's just a preview copy. But as you can see, this is a very, very hard plastic. So let me just move these things to the side, all of these cards, so I can prop one of these in here. So it has these corners, so you can just push it in here. That's really nice. So I guess this is where you keep tokens or these crystals or whatever. You put your hero card, where did I put them? In here, boop, like that. Cool. And then you can put all of those skills, I guess, you can put in here. So we had, let's put the sleep cards here. So we have spirit, skills, so you can put those here. Oh, I guess, I'm not sure. That's the idea. No, I guess not. It's not for the cards. They would slide in. I'm not sure. We'll have to look that up. But it looks really nice. So what else do we have? We have, of course, the little cubes here. Let me put this down. So these are the cubes that you use for tracking all of these things, I bet. So that's really cool. So look, let's try one. I'll just take a red one. I don't know where they're supposed to go and if this is supposed to go here. No, this doesn't fit. So this should probably go here. So maybe this is for body. That fits really nicely. So you can just move these over like so. And that stays in place really nicely. Yeah. All right. There's a slot here too for something else. Maybe for a status token. I'm not sure. So there should also be smaller cubes for these tracks here, but I like that. That is really cool, and a very good sturdy plastic. See, they did make a hole here, so that makes it a lot easier to pick up all of these. Yeah, that's just those 4 character dashboards of a very sturdy material. Aha, we've got the bases for the standees here. All right, all black bases, a whole bunch of those. We've got, oh, look at this. Oh, this is cool. These little modifier cubes. I've never seen these before. With the +1, +2, 3, and -1, 2, 3. So you can, I guess, put those in here maybe to modify on the left. Perhaps, if I had to guess. And here are the smaller cubes, I bet. They're not actually cubes, they're more like rectangles. Let's try that. Because that is the bottom of the box. I am going to check if there's anything underneath, but I don't think so, no. Look at how deep that box is. That's really cool. All right, that goes in. All right, let's take one of these. These are pretty small. All right, and let's figure out, does that go in here? I think it does, because that is a perfect fit. And they're taller, so you can pick them up easier. Oh, that's clever. Because if these were tiny, tiny little cubes, they would be hard to grab. So they're a bit taller. Yeah, that's good. I think that's pretty good. All right, so I've cleared out the rest of the stuff so we can take a good look at these miniatures. And that's really cool. They've got this shading already. So let me take a close look at this one. A bit heavy on the shading, but I guess they're like primed because they're a light color. That might be the color of the plastic, and then they put on this shading. So they're ready to paint or just to play with, because the shading does make the details pop a bit more. So we have this character here with the wings. Looks really nice. They're nice and big as well. Relatively big. And nice detail on the wings there. And they got a mace in one hand and some kind of magic effect going on in the other hand. So that looks really cool. A round base that even has some molding in there as well. Grass, it looks like. So we have that character. Then we have this one. The lizard folk character. Very tall and slender with a wooden shield, a large tail, and a sword. on a base that's more of a bit of a sandy looking base. So that looks really good as well. Actually, he's holding the handle. These are a bit heavier on the shading than I would have liked personally. Especially, you know, on flat surfaces. And then we have this smaller character here. This drake or whatever it is. The wings. Again with a sculpted base. So that looks really cool. All right. Then we have this centaur creature. Also really nice. The horns and the staff. So wearing a cape. That's a really nice base, by the way. It's really cool. So yeah, we have that one. And then we have this character. That's also a really cool looking character. Holding a dagger. 2 daggers. I like the detail on the clothing there. But yes, a bit heavy on the shading. I would not, you know, shade them so heavily. I usually like the sun drop method quite a bit. All right, so we have that. And then finally we have this big figure, which is really cool, standing on the top of a tower roof, it seems, on a slightly oval base. 4 legs and the 2 wings. I like the manes here. It's got a beak. So it's a cross between a dragon and a bird, because these are feathers. And yeah, dragon and a bird, I would say. That's pretty cool. Look at the scales on the back there. All right. Yeah, really nice. So those are the miniatures that come in this box. And according to the rule book, this is the Wisteris, the Tormentor, and the 4 heroes. So that is indeed what you will be getting in this core box of Age of Prophecy. So those were all the components. Keep an eye on that crowdfunding page. The link will be in the description below as soon as that is available. And you can follow that for more information. And that's everything that's in the box. So that was my unboxing of this preview copy of Vrahode, Age of Prophecy by Weathervane Games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please check out my Patreon page by clicking the link in the description below or the icon at the end of this video. Also, check out the link to the crowdfunding page for Vrahode if you're interested. And you can already hit that follow button so you'll be notified when it goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.